Hey guys, so it's time to put the new P9 up against the Nexus 6P, which is Huawei's other amazing phone here for stock Android. I wanted to do a comparison between the two phones, looking at the speed as well as the camera, so we can check it out here. Both up to date, running their stock software. So this should be very interesting, because the P9 does come with the EMUI versus the stock kind of build on the Nexus. So we'll definitely see if the optimization of the Nexus can trump the new processor in the P9. You can see from the boot up it is a much faster story on the P9, but that's not everything. We can have a look here and see everything is closed down, both running Android Marshmallow. We can just open up some apps here and see how they respond. So far the P9 is a hair ahead. A bit more on that one. Wow. P9 is a fast phone. This one came a bit faster on the Nexus. Camera. That was the P9 again. And we do have as well some other stuff. Messaging. Similar. What about YouTube? Go. So that was very similar. To be honest, I didn't see much of a difference there. Clock. P9. So I think the P9 here, if you ask me, only just though. Again, so yeah, P9 for the win. As you can see, even though it does have the EMUI, we can open up a game as well and see how they load this. Hang on, we need to be thorough here. So maybe this needs to load something. So what is this? So I can't really be thorough here, with this. It needs to download stuff, which I wasn't really expecting. So we'll try something else. Hopefully it lets me get out of that. So what else can we check out? We can check out the browsing here on both of them. So let's go to a browser. And let's check out some Pocket Lint. I really love the stock keyboard compared to the Huawei one. Wow, that was literally identical. P9 there a little bit maybe, but the loading bar says the Nexus. Oh no, well yeah, Nexus. Engadget. Go. Nexus, definitely, if you ask me. Then the P9 actually going into it. Go for a big one. Daily Mail. P9. Or maybe the Nexus. I think it was a P9, to be honest. But, this is quite more difficult than the last test. You can see, scrolling down here, a little bit more laggy here with the P9, but still it is doable. So let's click on a link at the top. P9 here. One more about Kotaku. Go. P9 again. So maybe the P9 just edged the Nexus out there, but the Nexus, is doing very well considering it is, getting on now a little bit in terms of the age. Not the massive difference I was expecting. So that is pretty good for Nexus owners like me. This is my baby. So you can have a look at the multitasking here. Just open up some apps again. I don't think there's going to be a massive difference here because they both, are like really awesome in terms of the RAM. Not the best though. So you can see both of them pretty much identical when it comes to this. And very little difference in terms of the camera. So not a real big difference there, folks, when it comes to multitasking. You can make up what you want of it, of the browsing. Personally, I thought it was P9 a little bit, but I think the apps was a bit more clear cut with the P9 coming out on top, which is pretty awesome. So camera, how do they compare? So I was using the HDR mode on the Nexus 6P to compare with the monochrome ability of the P9, and we can have a look at the results here. So you can see we did do some normal shots as well as monochrome kind of shots, and I think the Nexus to me has always had a great low light capability. It can get a little bit grainy, but it will do the job, particularly with the HDR plus mode on, which I was using. But the P9 definitely takes it to another level when it comes to the clarity using the monochrome shot. It completely erases all the kind of bittiness that you get in low light shots. But then again, do you want to go around using black and white photos like you're from the 1950s or something? That's something I'll leave to you. But if you do want to use it, it is there, and makes for some nice pictures. Even if you don't want to use it, the actual low light capability is very competent. You can see everything nice and clear here. So as I said, I will show you the pictures on your screen and you can make up your mind. Daytime shots are about comparable, absolutely fantastic pictures on both of them. Maybe the P9 takes it a little bit further. Do notice now and again the Nexus 6P, while it's a fantastic shooter, sometimes it can have some issues in regards to long range kind of details and things. So the P9 does have the optical image stabilization system, which can help with that. So we did do video recording tests. The Nexus 6P does the 4K. So also, I think the selfie capability on the P9 is a little bit improved over the Nexus 6P, which in itself does good ones, but I definitely noticed a little bit of a difference there. Is it enough for me to change from the 6P over to the P9. Personally, I probably wouldn't, because even though you're getting a little bit better camera performance, you're still having to deal with the EMUI, which you know, when you compare it to stock Android here, it is feeling a little bit different. To me, I don't know why Huawei doesn't just kind of copy and paste the stock build onto its own phones, but maybe it just wants to keep its originality, you know, not just become too generic. Who knows? But nevertheless, you are getting a fantastic phone through and through. You know, it's a bit smaller than the 6P, so it's definitely pocketable, you know, and very nice in terms of the build quality. In fact, both are very similar in terms of the build quality. Both have like the periscope look at the top. We do have two kind of periscopes. So with the P9, you're getting a square fingerprint sensor versus circle. Not much difference in terms of the day-to-day use, and both have Type-C connectivity, which is very nice. I think the battery is a little bit bigger on the Nexus 6P though, so that is something to bear in mind if you're a power user. But all in all, you know, I've been very impressed with what Huawei's done with the P9. It's a fantastic phone here, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed with either. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I think I like the screen on the 6P a little bit better here. Obviously, we're getting Super AMOLED versus the LCD IPS Neo, which is good, but you can't really, you know, measure when you compare in terms of the viewing angles, etc. So I would like to see them migrate that across to their, you know, their own phones, Huawei. So yeah, just a quick video here. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you with the next one. Cheers.